Oh, I don't know what the Twitch one is. Plug that guy in. Open that guy up. Turn the laptop on. The laptop. This is another one of my extraordinarily organized streams, just like my extraordinarily organized channel. Can I move this with my foot closer to my face? Oh, I can. Hello, everybody. It's me, yeah boy. Maximus, do you want? No, it's me, your god. It is I, your deity of 1,000 battles. And today we are playing War Thunder again, because honestly, like, I don't really know what else to play, and I'm kind of doing some grinding on the War Thunder tech tree right now, and I figure we might as well just keep grinding, you know? When in doubt, keep going. We're going to be flying the Harrier today, mostly because I think it's the best plane I've actually got, unfortunately for me. I say unfortunately because it's not actually that good, but, you know, here's what it is. We're at 926 subscribers today. 926. I'm very excited. I'm very excited. That is, I believe, well, I mean, it is obviously an all-time record for me. So, that is very, very nice. Very nice. Nice record to complete, I guess. Alright, I just gotta get Twitch set up now. We can all bond a little bit. Twitch.tv immediately opens to someone who's just chatting. Oh my god. It's just a bunch of boys making some food and they've got 20,000 viewers. Okay, I'm in the wrong niche, I see. What is my stream right now? My stream on Twitch right now is Hearthstone 4, which we're not playing. We're playing War Thunder. War Thunder. Oh my god. Cannot type today, apparently. Open up your War Thunder. Done. There's 1.4 thousand people viewing War Thunder right now, which is very interesting. Very interesting indeed. I say. Now we can hit the David is gay. I should probably change the name of that at some point. We go to the live. Hit the old game capture. Bring you guys into War Thunder with me. Check the chat, and then we can get going. That's the plan. That is the plan. Pop that out. Okay. It's telling me to subscribe again to drops. Hello, zombie. I'm good. I'm very good today. Yeah, I'm a bit tired, honestly. A little bit tired, but I'm very good. Life is good. Is the stream all good? Are we all good? Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, are we all good? Is life good? Stream good. No, TikTok is the wrong one. Ugh. Twitch is the one I want. Twitchell, are you doing okay? Look, you guys know that I'm the most organized YouTuber in human history, right? Like, we've been through this before. You don't need me to tell you that I'm organized. I just am organized. So, hello there, everybody. Hello. My name, if you don't know, is Deus Maximus the First, and I am the deity of War Thunder. You may think it is Gaijin. No, Gaijin is the false prophet. It is me, your boy. Hello. About 926 subscribers. Congratulations to myself. Obviously, I'm gonna pat myself on the back now. Well done, me. 1,000 subscriber special. You know, I think we're gonna get my girlfriend on. We're gonna a little little stream with my girlfriend. What do we think? What do we think? It might be a stream. She might just be like commenting over some of my War Thunder footage and attempting to figure out what it is that I'm doing. I don't know, but we might get her on the channel. That's possible. She kind of gave me a lukewarm yes. As originally when I was at 10 subscribers, I said to her, you know, if I reach 1,000, will you come on? And she said, assuming that we would never reach 1,000, yes. And of course, here we are. Or one, not quite yet, not quite, but like we're pretty damn close. We're pretty damn close. Sorry, 10 subscribers. I said mute that while I post that on the Discord to wake everybody up because I think they're all sleeping still. You know, where is Bean? Where is Bean? I don't want to at everyone. That would be kind of... I'm just going to at the community. People wanted to join my War Thunder stream. They know where it is. It's the same place it always is. Yeah. So I've been flying this Harrier GR3. It's honestly like... I wasn't planning on flying it, but I think it is the best plane. What was that? Whatever. I think it was the best, like, it is the best plane at 9.7 by a significant margin. Simply because, oh, I should turn my chat off before the War Thunder people do War Thunder things. Simply because it can bring, like, bombs, and enough bombs to actually destroy a base, which is, like, you know, uber amazing. I was with my girlfriend last night, stayed over, that was nice. That was nice. We watched some Clarkson's Farm, Season 4. Did anyone else watch Clarkson's Farm? By Mr. Jeremy Clarkson. He's like, probably, I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. I know that he like punched a man in the face, which, like, it means I have to say he's not a very good person, but like, I do enjoy his content. I think he's a funny, interesting person to watch. So I was watching Clarkson's Farm Season 4 with my girlfriend. Very interesting, very interesting. Hello, Wara. Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Hello, hello, governor. Yeah, you know what I was thinking about buying and we could play on the channel together? Badlands Crew. I thought, oh, I could name all the characters after people in the chat. We could like build a little raft or whatever, not a raft, like a vehicle together and, you know, see if we can explore the Badlands. But then I thought, does anyone actually want that? That's the question. It's always the question, isn't it? Remember, guys, it's not the plane, it's the pilot. I may be in a Harrier, which is subsonic versus MiG-21s with their stupid all-aspect missiles, but I have a dream. Oh my god, I almost crashed there. I have a dream in which I win and manage to drop my bombs so I can get some juicy dollar bills out, because we're, honestly, in terms of War Thunder, we're quite poor. We're at 471,000, and my next plane that I have to buy is 850,000 silver lines. So how on God's green earth I'm going to afford that? I don't know. I think we're starting to reach the limit of where War Thunder wants you to be able to get as a free player, which is good. I love that for myself, because if War Thunder tells me that I should not progress any further, of course, I am morally and legally obligated to flip the bird at Gaijin and continue progressing. It's just like, oh my god, that MiG-23 is getting absolutely hammered right now, and that's going to be me in about 4 seconds. So let's get the bombs dropped and let's turn her into a fighter of some description. Orphanage, bombs away. Alright, turn and burn, boys! 5th generation fighters. Uh-oh. Flat. Oh, my guys decided that now is a good time to pass out. Come on, lad, come on! You can only have 2, right? Missiles, so like, if he yeets another one at me... Yeah, I don't really have to do anything with him, because he's the same plane as me, so... Like, he's not gonna catch me. He just can't. Because it didn't turn, and he did, so... That's the noise I make in his general direction. And then followed up by eat crap and die. However, that F-104 is going to be a little bit more of an issue, if I'm honest. And by a little bit more of an issue, I mean he's probably going to kill us. But it's okay, because I'm going to take him with me somehow. I don't know how we're going to pull that off, but we'll figure it out. Alright? That's a problem for future me and not current me. I mean, to be honest, I don't think there's going to be much more of a me after this. Turn it into him and under. Okay, this F-104 is now an issue, as is the Shahak there. But I am flying British. Come on, baby, flat. Come here, come here. Get him, get him, get him, boy. Get him, girl. No. We run out of wings. Can we keep flying? No way. I mean, to be honest, we ran out of teammates there. That's fine. That's fine. You know, these things happen. I mean, you know, at least we got the bombs off. Bombs are useful, I would say. Vaguely, vaguely. We got a discount on a vehicle that I'll never use, and we're back into the battle. Could you please squad up? Jinx, I'm doing 9.7. I'm doing British. If you wish to fly 9.7, yes. But I want none of this pulling me to 12.0 type of idea. Because this is a grind stream. I am grinding. Don't worry, I did. There was no worries of me not doing that. I was actually flying that Hunter earlier. It's honestly like a surprisingly interesting aircraft to fly. If everything occurs perfectly for you, it's amazing. However, 92% of the time, it does not occur perfectly. It comes equipped with those SRAMs, short-range air-to-air missiles, and if you fire them within one click, holy Jesus. Come on, Harrier. I know you're carrying like 5,000 pounds of bombs, but that was a little bit close for comfort. Anyway. But yeah, like, as long as you're within close range, they're pretty interesting. But at 9.7, I do believe that the Harrier is still the better of the aircrafts, because it's about the same speed, it's about the same turn time, it can carry bombs, it has the AIM-9s, and it has countermeasures. So, I just don't see any huge reason why you would want to fly the Hunter over the Harrier, because the Harrier is just better in like almost every situation, you know? There's almost no situation where the Hunter is going to come out on top. Simply because the Harrier can carry enough bombs to destroy a base, and then it can drop 2 aircraft. Possibly. Possibly being the key word. Possibly being the key word. But it is what it is. It is what it is. We're just going to keep on cruising. But yeah, so, you know, spoke to my girlfriend. Maybe we'll get her on for the 1,000 subscriber special. She did promise at 10 subscribers that she would come on if we ever made it to 1,000, but I'm not sure I really want to hold her to that, because, you know, obviously it's a little bit different now. It's a 9G pull. And then you gotta do the back down bit. Oh, I can't do the back down bit. Okay, I guess we're not Top Gun then. But it's okay, we're pretty close. We're basically Top Gun. If Top Gun was English, had wonky teeth, and was in a 2nd generation fighter instead of a, you know, 4th generation fighter, then we would be Top Gun. We would be Top Gun. I imagine the Harrier could probably shoot down like a Typhoon or something. I can't imagine the Typhoon is entirely out of its bracket, but obviously, as soon as you start facing people with the radar-guided missiles, I think life is going to be a lot harder for you. Okay, orphanage in sight. Bombs away. Boom. Juicy 10,000 silver lines just about. Just from that one little excursion there. I see an enemy aircraft. I'm going to duck behind the mountain. Shh, be very quiet. We're hunting Americans. Alright, here we go, here we go. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. Terrain! That did not go quite according to plan. I don't think that's how Top Gun worked. But that's fine. Ah, wow. What an opportunity to take out the Jaguar. Huh? It's basically the same thing, just better. Hello, Jamin. Alright, you still in the battle, or are we going? Jaguar then. Close second, I would say. Close second. When it comes to air battles, the Jaguar is definitely a plane of all time. What else has happened recently? British Top Gun. How do you make that movie worse? You know, I actually liked the first Top Gun. Am I going to be like bullied by my own chat? I mean, yes, I am going to be bullied by my own chat. That is pretty much standard for a Max Misty 122 stream. But I did enjoy the first Top Gun. I did. I'm bringing 33 minutes of fuel because I'm going to be wepping, like, you know, balls to the wall at the start. At least this thing is supersonic capable. So, swings and roundabouts, am I right? Oh, you got a Brazilian! Brazilian A-10. I would actually love to fly the A-10. I am just about at jets in America because I was recording a P-47 gameplay. And I am one plane away from getting my first American jet. But I'm not sure if I really want to fly it, you know? It's like, I've already got British jets. I'm still in the process of doing that. I feel like I should probably finish what I've started before I move on to the next thing. Okay, Jaguar, I don't want to rush you or anything, but like, the cliffs are coming quite quickly. Are you going to make it over this, or am I going to be going back to the hangar? And am I going to be bullied again? Because currently, it doesn't look like you're making it over. Hello, please? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Come on. No, we'll be fine. Yeah, we'll be fine. It's like basically, it's gonna be very close, but we made it. Top Gun sucks. It was horribly inaccurate, so I liked the first Top Gun. I did like the first Top Gun. I wasn't a huge fan of Top Gun Maverick. Mostly because it's like, okay, whatever, you know? Like, that was the opinion that I had of it. I thought it was a bit too America hoorah, but not that the other one wasn't America hoorah. On the bright side about the Jaguar compared to the Harrier, the Jaguar can actually carry one more 1,000-pound bomb, so we can actually hit 1.5 bases, or 1 and a bit bases, which is a little bit more dosh. And then it's got the exact same missiles. The only downside is that it doesn't have countermeasures, which, you know, is an issue. It is an issue. It's definitely an ish me and not really an ish you guys though, but you know, we'll figure it out. I see Team Killer. I should probably turn my chat back on because I've got it off. I would definitely rather have Top Gear. Sorry, I was watching Clarkson's Farm earlier, and that's why that's in my head. I'd rather have top tier British than top tier American, because British is what I've always flown. So like, if that's what you've always flown, just keep flying it, I would say. Especially if that's what you have fun in, you know? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. I actually really do not want to take any of these head-ons, to be honest with you. Well, we critted him, so we will be getting an assist, probably. I'm just going to leave that alone, I think. We're going to head to the base, unless I can maybe get a cheeky shot off that A-10. A-10s are a little bit more worrying in the Jaguar, because, well, I've got no countermeasures of any description. I'd like to remind you all that she's doing this while carrying 6,000 pounds of bombs, or the average weight of America. Of America? The average weight of America. The average weight of an American is what I was trying to say. That was the insult I was trying to use. Don't think I'm gonna get a cheeky shot at him. We can try, but I'm not gonna pull it off, am I? Not while I'm carrying 6,000 pounds of bombs, I don't think so. A10 is gonna be an issue for me. Unless I can get a cheeky lock on him. Nah, no hope. With the fire streak missiles? Yes. With my missiles that I currently have? No. Let's just get the bombs off. We can drop 5 of them here, and I'll get rid of the base. And we can keep 1 for, I don't know, emotional support, probably. Another A10 over there. I want to stay clear of that. Oh my god, is that other AV-8 gonna take my base? Because if he does, I'm gonna have an aneurysm. He tried to. He bloody tried. Did you see that? He gave it a good old solid try. It looks like Team Killer is, well, there's no other way to put this. He's dead. Comes down to the Jaguar. Of course it comes down to the British. It always comes down to the British, doesn't it? I'm gonna ditch this bomb. See if we can crack the sound barrier. If you have 3 IQ, little knowledge of actual air combat, it's a good movie. Well, good news, Jammin. I have 3 IQ and little knowledge of actual air-to-air combat. Apart from outside of War Thunder, obviously. But even in War Thunder, you know, we struggle. We struggle. Come on. Come on. This is the only plane I currently have that can break the sound barrier, so do it. This AV-8 is flaring like his life depends on it, which of course it does. However... Boop! I would say a decent battle in the Jaguar, a good way to redeem myself after crashing into a cliff on the last one. So you can all shut up. Collectively. Yeah, Jammin, I was planning on playing some Badlands crew, you know, like Bomber crew and Space crew. Planning on playing some Badlands crew, but you know, you guys obviously would name the characters of my Badlands crew. GG's, boys. 2nd place on the team. Not too shabby for a so-called ground attack aircraft. 1 enemy air target destroyed, 1 assist, and a base destroyed. Easy. That is pure dosh, baby. British tech tree, like, cracked, low-key. I'm trying to grind this lightning. I'll show you. I've got a couple of options right now. So we finally unlocked the next rank. So we can also start grinding either the Phantom or the Jag. Right now I'm grinding the lightning. Just because I kind of want it. A little bit. It's a 9.3 aircraft. It's loaded with fire flash missiles, which are terrible. Sorry, fire streak missiles. Same missiles that's on the Javelin. But it is, you know, 2,213 kilometers per hour capable. And that's quite fast. That is quite fast. That is significantly faster than all the crap I've currently got. So I'm like, you know, maybe that's tempting. Maybe that's tempting. I would love to try it out, which is why we're currently researching it. But especially when we're using the Harrier, we should really just be researching the next Jag. Because we get a research bonus of 110% if we use the Harrier to research the Jag. So it's like, you know, do we want to finish this and fly a plane, which is, I've heard, pretty terrible, just because I want it? Or should we just, like, jump straight to the Jag and, you know, finish the job? I'm not quite sure. The Jag GR1A is essentially exactly the same as my current Jaguar. It just has countermeasures. And it can carry a couple more bombs because the missiles are carried above the wing on little pylon mounts, which is, honestly, Pretty cool. Pretty cool. I like the idea of that. But I think focus on the 9.3. Because at least then when David takes out his F-104, I can bring out the electric lightning. And we can, like, bond, I guess. I'm gonna go get a sip of my tea. Oh. Space movies with loud explosions. Well, you know, Zombie, I feel like there's a couple different kinds of space movies, you know? You have, like, the sort of realistic space movies, which are, like, The Expanse and all that sort of jazz, where it's like, oh, there's no sound in space and everything is, you know, yada yada. And then you've got Star Wars and Star Trek. And, you know, Star Wars is, like, obviously entirely unrealistic because the moment someone does a hard maneuver in a fighter, there'd be just, like, a puddle of just goo at the bottom. But it's okay because they've got, what do they have? Dampeners? Inertial dampeners, that's what they've got. Which is entirely realistic, of course. That's basically what my pilot uses in War Thunder when he pulls 14 Gs. And doesn't end up a puddle of his own sick. I'm not gonna lie, I kinda really hate your camo for that. Quite a lot, but I'm not gonna comment on it more than that, I think. I think that's probably a smart plan. I need to turn it off, hold throttle for web. Or turn it on, I should say. Okay, well, we're back in the Harrier again. That's a good sign. Tea. It is 32 degrees out today. Very, very warm. Very warm. There's high UV. Sun is shining. I went to the lakes today. Oh, beautiful. Did some paddleboarding. That was nice. That was nice. Paddleboarding was lovely. And, yeah, that was about it, really. That's what I've done today. Getting out the house. According to my girlfriend, I've put on some muscle. You know what I blame for that? It's the stupid War Thunder challenge that I've been doing. You know, I actually owe you guys a couple push-ups. No, I don't want to see your camo better, and if you do appear in front of me with that camo, I will put an aim 9 in your face. Go on your way. We can't have political statements on the channel, so head on your own direction. You gotta admit, like, the music from Top Gun is, like, fire, though. Always on the edges, always where I wanna be. Highway to the mix zone. I'm on the highway to the Russian fire zone. You're welcome for that, by the way. I just know that Zombie's gonna put blood. Ears and blood emojis is what I'm gonna see in the chat in about 4 seconds, I would say. I'm gonna stay low. I'm gonna hold on to the bombs. Keep the engine nice and cool. And I think we're good to turn in now. And this time I'm not gonna crash and die horribly into a cliff. That was pretty dumb last time. I'm doing the trench run from Star Wars right now. Stay on target. Stay on target. Don't go for the F-86K, even though it's weak. Stay on target. We're too close. Stay on target. Alright, there it is. There it is. There's the base. We've got to get to the base. Come on, boys. We've got to get to the base. If we can bomb the base, it'll be a profitable match for us. If we can't bomb the base, we're in trouble. I guess I could have bombed them, but, you know, we're committed to this now. Come on, baby, don't fear the Reaper. We'll be able to fly. Don't fear the Reaper. Baby, I'm your man. Don't fear the Reaper. Ba-da-da-da-da. How would you feel if I promoted the stream in your chat? Pretty scummy. Not gonna lie. I feel like if you have to promote your stream in the chat, it's usually a bad sign, you know? it usually means that your stream isn't very good. I don't want to like bash people who do. I know a lot of people do that, and I know I just absolutely shredded them for no reason. But like, I don't know. It's the same thing of like when people have their YouTube, it's like, oh, you know, this is my YouTube. You know, when people have like the YT in their username, it's like, why? If people wanted to, I don't think I'm gonna get that MiG with that missile. Well, I might do. Oh, that was a long shot. Holy, that AIM-9 did great work. However, nah, we can outrun him. He's gonna turn back in for us. I'm gonna duck under, and I'm not gonna turn with him any longer. That's stupid. It's time to just drop a gear, use the acceleration of the Harrier, and disappear. I don't even know where you are, to be honest with you. Oh, you're this way. Did you get him? Boom. Picking up my second kill, it looks like. Okay, I'm out of missiles, and I'm almost out of flares, and you know what? I think I'm almost out of hope as well, so it may be time to start skedaddling. Picking up my second kill of the game. Got a MiG-17. I don't think I'm going to be able to outrun that. We can give it an old solid college try, though. Hello, Shark. Hello, Bean. Uh-oh, that's not the C button. I can see the CL-13. I am engaging the enemy, as is my duty. Alright, easy dub. Ooh. You don't like Danger Zone? I feel like that's totally on brand for you, but somehow I'm still disappointed. What do you like? Goodness gracious, great balls of fire! Okay, okie dokie. Pulling the Harrier in for a landing here. Decrease throttle. Air brake out. She's suddenly very responsive with the air brake out. Okay, about 500 we're going to put the gears down and landing flaps. Little bit of float because we're coming in very fast, but that's okay. And by a little bit of float, I mean like, you know, lots of float. Touchdown, brakes, a little bit of bouncing, put the flaps up. And we're down. Just like that, we are down. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Catch a monkey. Gonna look up. I think that's a good idea while I sail past him. I'm just gonna put a massive grey rectangle over him during the editing. I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm not gonna enjoy that little process. Well, let's talk through the Harrier cockpit. There's quite a few little things and canoodles and dials. I think I did take a hit. I don't think I actually took any damage from it, but I did take a hit, so I'm not going to J out. Also, I hate doing that. My mum sang Great Balls of Fire to me when I was sick to make me... Well, you know, you're welcome, zombie. You're welcome. Anytime you want me to sing Great Balls of Fire to you, just let me know. Alright, I got you. There's a bird outside. I see a bub. Where? They're on my roof. We're on my roof. Right there. A little bub with... I'm not wearing my glasses, but it's black. I think it might be a magpie. Hello, Miss Magpie. Hello, Miss Magpie. Hello, Miss Magpie. How's the wife and kids? You gotta do the thing. Do you guys do the thing? Hello, not needed. Hello. Generic greeting. Do you guys do the thing when you see a magpie? You say hello, Mr. Magpie 3 times, then you say how's the wife and kids, and if you don't do it, you get 3 years of bad luck, I believe it is. I do it every single time, and every time I do it, my girlfriend hates it, because she's like, what if it's a gay magpie? What if it doesn't have a wife and kids? And it's like, well, you know, the moment a magpie tells me that he doesn't have a wife and kids, I will change the saying, I guess. I am going to try and bomb another base before this battle ends, I think. What did German say? Goodness gracious, great balls of fire. One guy left, so I think it's just that MiG-23. Don't know if I'm going to be able to get to the base in time. We'll try. That would very much complete this as a pretty perfect battle for me. See how Team Killer does against the MiG-23. He is on fire. There we go. GG's. Well played, everybody. That is a decent amount of grinding done. If you die, you have to sing the entire Top Gun soundtrack live on stream. Okay. I would say challenge accepted, but I don't think I know the entire Top Gun soundtrack. Is that Top Gun Maverick, or is it just like Top Gun, Top Gun, you know? What'd I get? Mark of distinction for pilots. Nice, I guess. Achievement unlocked. I've not done any of these so far, which is interesting. Even though I've definitely won quite a few, right? I'm just gonna leave it, I guess. And can I buy another one? Should we try changing it, maybe? Alright, what can we get? Activist. That should be easy. A bomber. Strike aircraft. I guess we go activist. Select. Should be easy. Anyone want to come with us? Any people of the chat who wish to fly with us? Oh, we got a prize trophy. Let's get the reward. What do I get? War Thunder. What do I get for slaving away at your game? Wow. Okay. Yay. What is this? It seems to be some sort of aircraft. Alright. Let's cruise. Hi Max, loving the singing. Is that my mother? If it is my mother, please for the love of God. Oh. If you lose, you gotta... No, I do owe you guys some push-ups though, because I died earlier. Hang on. Oh. 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 Hello, mother. Welcome to my channel. Yeah, if you want to join in on the singing, feel free to come in. They would all love to hear it, Mum. I'm sure. There it is, the electric lightning. Anyway, rotate. Rotate, come on, gear up. There we go. It's a bit fat and slow, I'm gonna be honest with you. That's okay. That is A-okay with me. I think we're gonna zip this way and then that way. No, not today. I'm afraid, Team Killer. I never VC on the streams anymore, unless it's someone like David. David or Tetchnaut, my mods. Can I join? Yeah, you can join. My evil ma. Yeah, you know. My mother told me that she was disappointed in me one day. I'll carry that weight forever. Although she is making gammon steaks tonight. You know, Mum, I posted the photo of your delicious rice and chicken thing on my Discord, and they all said it was basic, apparently. Do with that what you will. I didn't say that, for the record. I would never say that, but that's what they said. Yes, we do have an open squad policy. Anyone can join. The only deal is that you do have to fly the same plane as me. They used to have an open VC policy as well, but not anymore. Oh, and we want to congratulate Tetranaut for being promoted to... no, I'm not going to tell her what Adrian said. That would be a bad idea. Congratulations to Tetranaut for being promoted to moderator. He's no longer our junior mod. He is just our mod. I know, I know. What a honor it is to be the moderator of Max Misty 122's channel. Just ask Zombie. She loves moderating for me. Life is good, right, Zombie? Right? They said what? Don't worry about it, Mum. They didn't say anything interesting. It's the nothing of any value ever comes out of the chat. I wouldn't worry about it. You guys are gonna be beaten now. Ugh. I hate it when the American AV8s just drop napalm. Because it, like, just completely obliterates the base. But it's so slow and over so much time. It's just annoying. It's just annoying. Come on. Give me tone. Give me tone. Give me tone, baby. Give me tone. Well. Oh, I didn't see the guy behind me. See, this is also why I don't spend as much time in the squads as I used to. Sometimes I die early and then we just have to watch, you know. That is not nice. Is that Portuguese? Of course I love being a mod. Thank you, Zombie. Yeah, I'll take a photo of the gammon steaks tonight, and you all better. The rice and chicken is amazing comfort food. Good job, Zombie. Well done. At least you're better than Adrian. Yeah, we kind of got a little bit screwed over by the Americans there, but you know, story of my life, really, isn't it? Story of my life, ba 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 ba, da ba ba, da ba ba da da. The other story of my life is my constant hope in Twitch and my constant letdowns with Twitch. You know, it's pretty depressing. I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty depressing. That is a-okay. That is a-okay. What else? Yeah, my girlfriend said that she might stop in and say hi, maybe for the 1,000 subscriber special, maybe. If that were to happen, though, I would have to get all the moderators on. We'd have to come out in force, boys and girls. We're gonna hold the chat at gunpoint, essentially, is the strategy. I would say that is the strat. Do I have to buy a lottery ticket to play Space Engineers with a streamer? I just don't know. I don't think we're going to be playing Space Engineers. I'm going to be 100% honest with you. David can't get it to run on his Steam Deck. That's the truth of the matter. And, because David can't get it to run on his Steam Deck, it just kind of means that it would just be me playing it on my own. And I don't really have much desire to play it on my own. Does anyone want to play? Someone said they wanted to play. Liam King said he wanted to play. Liam, do you want to drop your War Thunder username so that I can add you to the squad? If not, I'll just move on. But yeah, no, it doesn't seem to run on the Steam Deck per se. David installed like this stupid DLL file that he got from the internet, which, just for the record, for those, I know we have a younger audience occasionally, don't download DLL files from the internet and put them directly into your System32. That's a terrible plan. That is honestly one of the worst plans of all time. Like, and that's what he did. And yeah, whether or not that ends up bricking his Steam Deck, we'll have to find out at a later date. I would, but I don't have the Harrier or AV8. I do, however, have the Yak 38s. I think if we had 2 different countries, or 3 different countries, we wouldn't get a match, so. I would love being on a stream. Yeah, honestly, nothing good has come from Twitch. I mean, we can try Space Engineers, maybe. Maybe when David actually gets home. I don't know if Liam King is still here, so I think we're just gonna crack on with the job. How are we doing? We are making progress. Honestly, like, before the end of the stream, there is a non-zero chance that we might actually end up in a lightning, which would be nice. It is my goal. That would be the final plane within the, like, 9.7 category, or the 9.0 category that I don't have in England, so I can finally make the video I've been trying to make, which is what is the best plane at 9.7 for England. Currently, Harrier is in the top spot, followed up by the Jaguar and then the Hunter. But, you know, I'm still open to the Lightning. I've been wondering if I should start grinding the Phantom, actually, because I do have the Phantom available to me. It's a 12.0, so that would essentially put me right at top tier. I just haven't bothered to really get to grips with it, per se. You love these streams? Well, thank you, not needed. I'm glad you love these streams. I've gotten 30k RP without boosters in the Harrier over the past 2 games. You've got to get premium. I'm never going to get premium. Okay? I'm never going to get premium. I know. I am well aware that Gaijin is doing their damn best to make sure that I have to buy premium to get to top tier. And I won't do it. Okay? I won't do it. I won't do it. I'm not going to do it. Okay? I'm not going to sink to that level. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter if it takes me 1,000 years to get to the Typhoon. I don't care. I will not give Gaijin a single dollar. Only 2,000 hours of my life, but not a dollar. Not one. Apart from, you know, that one thing I bought for Adrian, but we'll gloss over that, alright? Lightning is a very good play, and the afterburners with 2 fair missiles. I tried the fire streak missiles, fire flash missiles are the terrible ones. The fire streak missiles I didn't really think were that great. They were like 1.5 click maximum range, which is pretty depressing. But I know they do get red tops as well. No, I'm not going to do it. I actually really don't want to do it. No amount of you telling me to do it is going to make me do it, because like part of the channel's charm, I would say, is the fact that we don't use premium, you know? I've always been a free player, so I feel like if I start grabbing premium to make the grind easier, it sort of loses some of its luster, perhaps. Although, you know, if Gaijin wishes to partner with me, maybe don't hit me up. I don't think they like me much anymore. Not that they ever liked me before, but I don't... by the way, the Americans are about to drop about 7,000 napalm on each of these bases, so I've got no hope of actually getting one. We're going to have to try for the far side, or we might just have to dump our bombs and become a fighter. Alright, well, we're gonna have to try and get to the other base. Oh, we're dead. Whoa! Maybe able to get a cheeky lock on one of these guys? It is possible. Some allies, so maybe don't lock on him. Check behind. I'm just a little bit worried behind. Friendly. Ah, not friendly. Didn't even see him, to be honest. I think Team Killer might be dead as well, yeah. Do it, just do it. Haha, Vietnam moment where we dumped so much napalm. Yeah, well, would have loved to be able to dump my bombs. It's fine, it's fine. Everything's gonna be okay, alright? We've got 110,000 research points to go, and then everything's gonna be okay. No, everything's gonna be amazing. No, I will be the best lightning pilot. Well, most don't like doing that. The ones who do have their mum's credit card, I've already gone down the path. I'm $750 into this now. See, that's what I think. I just think that War Thunder, the moment you start buying stuff, you know, just to like make the grind easier, or, you know, a premium plane so that you can get down the American tech tree faster, or I really need this E100 or whatever, you end up, you know, 4 years down the line with $1,000 into a free game. Although, to be fair, of all the games, War Thunder I don't think is the worst when it comes to, like, money. Considering that I do own a copy of Star Citizen, I don't think I can really talk that badly. Fortunately, I only own a copy of Star Citizen and the stupid Mustang Alpha. I'm not like the the majority of Star Citizen people, I would say. One of my ex-buddies, an old friend, I should say. An old friend. I haven't spoken to him for a very long time. Because of some stuff he did. But, moving on swiftly. He used to, we used to play Star Citizen together, and he used to have about 25,000 US dollars in ships in Star Citizen. $25,000! That is an actual car. You could actually buy a car for that. You could put down like I mean, probably not a down payment on a house, but, you know, you could make quite a chunk of a down payment on a house with $25,000. I'm gonna be the very best. The best that, like, no, I think it's actually, like, no one ever was. I don't know the rest of it. Pokemon, gotta catch 'em all. It's okay, my capture card is gonna come in tomorrow, apparently. And, then we can play Pokemon together. I know we've always wanted to play, I mean, the same audience that watches War Thunder streams also watches Pokemon, right? Clearly. I mean, you know, you guys don't have anything else going on, do you? Really? What was I gonna say? Yeah, so $25,000 in Star Citizen, so War Thunder is not the worst of the worst. It's not the best of the best either, I think that's pretty obvious, but it's not the worst of the worst. Okay, can I please get to the base this time? I'd really love to. Oh, he's gonna... I was so ready to get absolutely murdered that I started flaring in advance. I think we just cruise onwards, right? He doesn't look like he's doing anything. Just keep on going. Just don't look back. Eyes on the prize. Stay on target. Stay on target. Stay on target. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Houston, we have a problem. Dump the bombs. It's go time. No, we're fighting out. I think I'm going to be able to outturn a MiG-19, but we're going to give it a damn good shot. that was a great reversal for him. He's also just in a physically better aircraft, to be fair to me. When it comes to a turn fight, yeah, not much I can do. Might be able to out-accelerate him, though. Whoa! Come on, baby, don't fear the Reaper. We'll be able to fly. Don't fear the Reaper. Okay, wingtip, not needed, okay? Wingtip is an optional extra. It's like a DLC that you download. You don't need it. You don't need it, alright? Just concentrate on what you do need, which is this Yak 38 dead. Whoa, okay, that's right. I'm missing a wingtip, which is not actually that much of an optional extra. I would say that the Harrier's flight performance has been negatively affected by the fact that it does not have a wing. And I don't think I'm going to be able to survive this hunter behind me, based on the fact that I don't have a wing. But we're going to give it a damn good solid try. Okay, I can't turn. We can go in a straight line, and that is about it. So we're just going to maybe try and limp back to base here before we end up in a body bag. It's funny, you wouldn't imagine that that would be so severe to impact the flight performance so terribly, but definitely is barely keeping itself in the air. However, I kind of feel like that hunter insulted me a little bit, you know? So let's see if we can maybe get a cheeky lock. We can get a lock. That is a long shot for the missile though, but whatever. Got two of them. Yeah, I got in a bad position this time because of my bombing, but I would say that bombing most of the time ends up making you money. And I am, in fact, still alive, surprisingly. We make it to the end. We've got most of a plane still intact. No worries, no worries. We can survive. We can continue onwards. Hang on, let me read the chat. Max be like, Rock of the Ages, Max's friend wasn't too smart, was he? No, he was not. Fortnite, I'd say for the simple reason the only thing you get is customization. I've always wanted to play with a player. Spoken one last words. Make a short of your cat playing War Thunder. I think Max would not suffer through War Thunder for any length of time. I don't necessarily blame him. I mean, don't get me wrong. I am just as guilty as everyone else of buying DLC. You do not want to see how many Sims 4 DLCs I have. You guys would beat me severely. Like, I don't think my channel or my ego would emotionally recover from that. But, you know, it is what it is. Hearts of Iron 4 is also one that I have all of the DLC for. I did buy it on like an 80% discount ratio, I suppose. So it's not like uber bad. But it, you know, it's not great, I would say. Max, the thing you said about not wanting to play Space Engineers alone, you could ask the entire Discord if they want to play. Honestly, like, yeah, I could, but what I really meant by that is I don't really want to play Space Engineers without David. Is really the words I was going to say. I just didn't say them because, you know, why would I say that? It's like I wouldn't play Battle for West North if I wasn't playing with David, you know? Battle for West North in itself is not actually that interesting of a game. Battle for West North is a pretty sad game when you really think about it. It's like from 2003, you know, it's not that interesting to play, but I will play it with David because it's fun when I play it with David. Same thing applies to Space Engineers. I actually don't really have the patience for the sort of build games. Like, I tried From the Depths on the channel. I don't think there's anyone in here who, like, remembers From the Depths on the channel. It was the very first game I played. And then I started slowly to transition to War Thunder, and now kind of what we do is War Thunder on the channel. Although I am looking for another game. I just don't know if it's going to be RimWorld is the problem. I just don't think I'm very good at RimWorld is the first issue. And I've kind of already done the like make your own characters sort of thing in RimWorld. And I don't have anything new to add to that conversation that I haven't already done. So I'm kind of wondering what I should play that isn't, you know, RimWorld or War Thunder, because I don't want to just be a War Thunder channel either. But I don't think it's going to be Space Engineers. Do a Fallout stream? I didn't think people really enjoyed the Fallout, to be honest. People just seem to spend most of their time critiquing my Fallout gameplay, which, although I enjoy the critique of my War Thunder gameplay, it didn't feel very, like, good-natured, you know? It felt very like, oh, Max, you're not doing this right. Is this MiG gonna actually steal my base? Ugh. Yep. One of these days I'm gonna be able to get a base. It is gonna happen. If we all, like, clutch our fingers very tightly together. Oh, thank you for the subscription, I would say. DCS. DCS I've done on the channel before. And it didn't do very well. And by not very well, I mean it did, like, absolutely miserably. So it's kind of like, you know, I'm not sure if that's what people really want to see. But I mean, I know David would love to play DCS. I actually did download it for him, only because I knew he was playing DCS earlier. But I didn't really do it for the channel. I did it just to like play with David, to be honest with you. I'm gonna yeet a missile at MiG and we'll see what happens. Ha ha ha! Surprise! Okay, give me town, give me town, give me town. I'd like to point out that this is with bombs. I just killed 2 people with bombs attached. I am currently carrying bombs. Quite a few of them, I might add. Alright. I think we're gonna have to drop the bombs now. Oh, that's a tree. Minecraft, it's a relatively popular game. Honestly, like, vaguely tempted to do Minecraft for sure. But, again, I just don't have any talent in Minecraft. It'll be the Jag again now that I've binned it in a tree. Oh, this is the slowest grind in human history. Also, do you reckon I could join even though I'm playing France 9.7? You could try. You could try. We're definitely open to trying. I always have an open squad. It's just like, if it doesn't work, then I'm gonna have to send you on your way. That's not the Harrier. I'm aware that's not the Harrier. My Harrier is currently dead. Okay, so premium, let's say I wanted to get premium for 15 days. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I am not paying that for that. You can forget it. There's no way. Okay, I'd rather eat my own tonsil than that. Do you want to drop your War Thunder username? By the way, usually dinner is at 7 o'clock, but I cannot comment. I might have to leave earlier. And I'm going to put a photo of the gammon steaks in the Discord. And you guys are going to say nice things about it, okay? Otherwise, I'm going to release my my mother on you. You guys ever watch Sunny V2? That's what I'm currently watching. Or at least that's what I was currently watching. We were watching his How Microtransactions Destroyed Plants vs. Zombies. I was watching something about Tanacon. Far from 10. Ah, he sent me... That is definitely one way of doing that. That's a way easier way of doing that. Welcome to the squad. Do you guys think we should make our own squad, by the way? I've been thinking about it for a little while. You know, we could make our own max squad if you guys like. I don't know if that's something that people would be particularly interested in, though. Wow, that worked. What about Halo? I don't have an Xbox console, so... Honestly, like, I was low-key thinking a horror game would be fun to play on the channel. Because I hate horror games. I hate them quite a bit. I am not very good with horror. And I know you guys love it when I, like, suffer, you know? Maybe you should play Roblox War Thunder. If the day ever comes that I end up playing Roblox War Thunder, I promise you I will delete the channel. The very next thing that will happen is the channel will just disappear. If we ever sink that low, I just want to let you all know that is a solemn promise from me. That if I ever end up playing Roblox War Thunder, I will play Lethal Company. I've got Lethal Company. I played it a little bit. It just wasn't like uber scary. It was just kind of uber annoying, you know. Okay, we're gonna try going the other way this time. Also, the Jaguar is a little bit faster than the Harrier, so... Phasmophobia! Phasmophobia could be fun. Some Phasmo. We could play some Phasmo in VR. I just think watching someone play in VR is kind of sickening, you know? By the way, who subscribed? Somebody subscribed or something, and it wasn't on Twitch. So, whoever it was, cheers. You could do it with cringe. Zombie, it's your favorite person in the whole world. Cringe. By the way, when I slapped on the nightmare inscription on the Jaguar, I think I was being a bit optimistic. But you know, I love the effort. You gotta respect the hustle, right? I mean, she's basically a rocket ship, if a rocket ship was quite slow, because she's carrying 6,000 pounds of bombs. Alright. My plan here is quite simple. We turn in, we balls to the wall it, and we just pray that we make it to a base. That's the plan. By the way, do you guys think that we should have some rules on the YouTube chat? Because currently when you guys join, it just gives you the standard thing, right? Standard thing is fine, I think. I don't need to do anything more than that. We're not a big boy channel. Nobody really cares, I assume. Oh, there's a bird outside. I saw a bub. Where? There on the chair. Where on the chair? Right there. A little bird with clogs on. Oh, I declare. Going clip clippity clop on the chair. This is a funny looking Harrier. Okay, I know it's not a Harrier. I just crashed, alright? I just put it into a wall. My Harrier is currently locked. This is basically the same thing as a Harrier. It's like a Harrier, but like slightly different. We'll be fine. Everyone collectively, shut up. You know, respectfully be quiet. Think we can break the sound barrier? Ooh. With 6,000 pounds of bombs attached? Let's see. We can. Just about. Do Mach 1. Yeah, you know, if I needed a constant reminder of how many times I crashed, I would just ask the YouTube chat, alright? Missile evasion. I didn't even realize someone fired at me, to be honest with you. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. It's just like 8Gs, okay? People pull that all the time. You'll be okay. Ah. I see. Don't actually think I'm going to be able to outturn an F-100. But... eat missile. Manages to turn into the rock to get away. That's fine. F4C, we turn into him. I think we just keep turning and burning here. Might get a lock on the A10. Oh, it's a MiG. Didn't even see the MiG. All right, we're gonna go back to the Harrier, okay? And you guys can like collectively worship it, I suppose. This has not changed. In the last couple of battles, I would say that has not changed in any way, shape, or form. It is the exact same number as it was before. So this could be a long grind. I think it's gonna be a long grind. But my God, I will not give in. Not to stupid Gaijin. No way. No way. Okay? No way. If they want me to buy Golden Eagles, only when I've spent 4,000 hours in the game will I buy Golden Eagles. That is a solemn promise. I hereby swear to you, my YouTube chat, on my honor as a War Thunder streamer, so I guess I don't really have that much honor, but you get the picture. On my honor, I will never, under any circumstances, purchase anything from War Thunder. Until we reach 4,000 hours, and then I'm going to buy premium. And then we can just pretend that this never happened, alright? The nightmare that is grinding. I do think Britain suffers a little bit at 9.7, and by a little bit, I mean we seem to suffer quite a bit. Because we don't really have a fighter that is effective so far. In fact, I don't think we actually have an effective fighter at 9.7. Because you think about it, or even at 10. Because we jump straight from 9.7 to 12.0 in one lineup, right? Because we go straight from the Hunter to the, God, whatever it's called. Oh, the Phantom? That's what it is, right? The F5 Phantom or whatever? What's it called? The American one, 12.0. I don't remember now, whatever. But we jumped straight from 9.7 to 12.0. And then there's no other fighter apart from the 10.7 Jaguar, which is actually an attacker. So it's like, we just don't have anything at the 10.3 lineup where the MiGs sit. We've got the stupid Jaguar GR1A at 10.7. But I'm not sure I would take F4 Phantom. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, the F4 Phantom. I don't think we've got anything to like really match a MiG. Really. Because I doubt the Jaguar GR1A is going to be significantly better than the Jaguar GR1. And even that is actually slower than a MiG already. I'm hopeful that the stupid Lightning is going to be good. Sorry, I'm trying to like drive. I'm trying to fly, talk, and be entertaining at the same time. My 3 brain cells are struggling a little bit right now. A little bit. But yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I don't really know if England has a good plane at this BR. Because I'm not convinced that the Harriers are particularly good. Like, they're not terrible. They're not terrible, but I don't think they're, like, actually fighters, you know? These are not fighter aircraft. These are not like the MiGs or the Sabres. They can't turn and burn and do anything like that. They're not particularly fast, but they are, like, reasonably... They have acceleration is what they've got. They're very good at generating energy, but they're just not very good at actually doing anything else. That's fine. I see you guys are having an argument in the chat. I also see we've got a local console peasant. Good, 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 excellent. We could be in trouble here. I think the entire team got murdered and I'm kind of on my own out in the corner. Maybe if I just keep going this way, they won't notice me. There's a non-zero chance that might work. Yeah, I think it's somewhere between 0 and 1%, but I think the MiG-21s are just a little bit crazy because they're supersonic, they've got all aspect missiles, you know, they're way more maneuverable than me in a dogfight. The only thing I've got over them is the fact that I can delete a base just for fun. As I shall now demonstrate, as long as a missile does not impact my aircraft. There is the orphanage. There are the bombs. Alright. We are now a fighter. She has shed her skin, and instead of becoming a butterfly, she has become a moth. But a moth is better than a caterpillar. Ow. Okay, I didn't even see anybody. Like, did you even see him? Is there a way? I find myself asking this question. No, because I've got no engine, I think. Yeah, I've got no engine. Hello, Owen. Yeah, I didn't even see him. He did not appear on my mini-map until after I'd been hit with a missile, so... Looks like Team Killer's dead. Everyone is toast, essentially. Still, by bombing the base, I did pretty good. By the way, hello, Owen. Bombing the base is a strategy that seemed to have worked out for me a little bit. A little bit there. It got me more RP and Silver Lions than Team Killer got by not bombing the base, so... currently, actually... The squadron vehicle I'm researching is this, the T-90S. Only because it's at 10.7, and I think it would, you know, help out my whole grind a little bit. Don't know if it will help a bunch, but it will definitely help a little bit. I actually can't afford to buy it, though, which is pretty typical. And I won't be able to afford to buy it because all of my money that I'm earning... So, you're letting viewers join your squad. Why did you put the little, like, ooh-woos? Oh, sorry, I owe you guys push-ups, hang on. We might switch to some sit-ups now. Let me just get some... Let me get some flying done. I'll just, I'll put her in a direction, I'll do some... We're gonna go that way, over the wall again. I think that's the best plan. You could buy a premium to make more SL. Nope. Get out of here, you two. It's never gonna happen. We'll not sink to those lows. Alright, let me do some... I'm gonna do some sit-ups this time. We're gonna transition a little bit. Oh, my arms! I'm dying. Slowly. At least I'm gonna be, like, ripped from this, though, right? Like, look at my summer bod that I'm getting. I mean, not that you guys can see my summer bod, which is honestly probably good, because it's not really a summer bod. at the moment, but you know, maybe it will be. Ugh. Ugh. Come on, like 3 more, I think. You can probably count by how many grunts I've done. Ugh. Alright, I'm good. Okay. Yeah, I feel that one a little bit. Ah, yes. Yet another bot. I don't know why I bother with Twitch, to be honest. It's just infested. What have they been saying? If you did an ASMR stream for 12 hours straight, I would gift you a premium. I'm not that desperate. Alright, I have standards, thank you. This is a Harrier. This is not an AV-8. Alright, it's got a name. This is not American. This is not an American aircraft. This is a Harrier. I really hoped you were going to crash there. I'm going to be 100%. I wonder if he was watching the stream and saw my... I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I'm not going to drop my bombs, though. I'm committed to the bit. Come on, baby. Give me a kill. Ooh, you managed to dodge through the rocks. Good dodge. Yeah, have another one. Managed to flare to avoid. Damn. Alright, well, there goes both my missiles, so we push to the base and then we have to head back home, assuming we survive. I'm getting pinged. Shh, very quiet. How many flares does it take to defeat an A-10 missile? All of them? Stay on target. Stay on target. We're almost there. Stay on target. I can see the orphanage. Bombs away. Care package delivered to the orphans. Rotate. Do not pass out right now. Alright. Turn and burn. Turn and burn. We're going to be violated by MiG-21. Probably. Depending on how fast this Harrier can whiz me away from this horrible situation that we find ourselves in. Okay, bad news. You're out of missiles. Good news. They're too close for missiles. I'm switching to guns. Also, further good news. Team Killer is currently being murdered. Which means he can't complain. Got him. Stay on target. I think we're gonna be okay. I think we're gonna be okay. I think we're okay. We're gonna make her back for another run. Team Killer is still in the air, surprisingly. I may not have a brain, gentlemen, but I have an idea. Look, did I or did I not manage to get a kill with the guns and deliver my bombs to the base? And now I'm gaining on Team Killer to finish him off with my cannons. All while doing 1,128 kilometers per hour. mean, he is wingless. What do we think? Do we think he's actually going to be able to land that, or do we think he's going to end up just in a puddle? Alright, decrease throttle. Step 2, open air brake. Ah, well, good news. Now that he is dead, he can't complain, so... You know, usually I would say that was a terrible landing, but my aircraft is still, in fact, alive. So... Wiggle. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba, wiggle, wiggle, ba-da-ba. Uh-oh. Well, we no longer have landing gears, but we did stop, so... Swings and roundabouts, am I right? Or am I right? I would say I'm right. I mean, obviously I'm right. I do not VC anymore. No, I don't. Not on stream anyway. Obviously I still VC like when I'm not on stream, but not on stream. If there's any consolation to you, Ryan, I am returning to the place of my birth. A place which apparently you share, so there you go, I'll be there in August. I may have promised it, but I don't VC anymore, and I can't. It is a rule that I'm not gonna break. Because if I break it once, then I have to break it more than once. How are we doing? We got 3,900 from that. Let's see. About 4,000 research points. We've got about 100,000 to go. Oh, this is gonna be a commute. What are you bringing? That is a strategy of all time. I think this is going to be my very last battle of the stream, though. Probably don't want a person to enter the VC, yell a slur, and then leave. Yes, that is exactly why we don't VC anymore with anybody. Because that is what happened. So the rule is now pretty broad. I was going to break it because this guy was like, well, what if I join the VC and I'm muted? And I was like, oh, maybe, but no. It has to be across the board, because if it's like sometimes and not all the time, then it's not very clear. It's only people I know now, like IRL, people I know, or moderators, because obviously mods get a bit more leniency, because, you know, they're a mod. I don't really use the Spitfire Aces for anything anymore. I probably should, like, use the role for something more interesting than just, like, some people having a yellow tag on the Discord, but it used to be people that I flew with got a Spitfire Ace role, so they could, like, at me and such, but we sort of transitioned to everyone being able to at me, so it didn't really make a difference whether you had a Spitfire role or not, you know, because everyone could do it, so there's nothing special. You know, then we were like, well, what about if it's just people who boost the servers get the Spitfire role? And it's like, well, not really. I had to bomb the orphanage with $1 million taxpayer bomb. See? It's just it is a broad thing. I don't VC with people anymore. I can't do it. It's only people I know. That's the channel now, and I'm not gonna break that. I'm sorry, guys, but that's the rule, because I can't risk it. All right, I can't. It's not that I don't... Well, I mean, obviously it's that I don't trust you guys in general as the chat. It's not like I don't trust each one individually. It's just that if I start doing it for one person, I have to do it for everybody. So it's just a general rule, we don't do it anymore. And that's all I'm gonna say on it. If you guys want a VC like when I'm not streaming, totally fine, but not on a stream. I'm sorry, Ryan. You know, maybe I'll head to the bridge, which I know isn't gonna make sense to anyone but Ryan. But Ryan and I are from the same area of England. Ryan knows where I was born. There you go. He's got some info above you guys. Maybe you can bribe him to figure out where I was born. The 8th wonder of the modern world is where I was born. Overlooking the cathedral and the prison. So I guess either I'm going to be a holy man or I'm going to be a criminal, or both. I'm not very religious, so I guess it's going to be criminal then. By the way, I love how you said that in the old chat. For the record, that was some balls. I assume that was, yeah. No one said anything else, so that was just you. I'm not gonna turn. I'm just gonna keep burning. I'm gonna head on this one other guy. It's like you gotta pass all the. Oh, we okay? What did we got hit? We got hit, but we're okay for now. We got an oil leak, so we won't be okay for much longer, but we can maybe get to the airfield. Holy Jesus, I'm running the gauntlet right now. Ah, I see. I seem to have run directly into the enemy team for some reason. I'm not sure why they're all over here. Specifically out to murder me, but fair enough. No one's gonna save me now. It's alright. It had to be my last battle anyway, because I gotta go for Le Déjeuner. I'm gonna try and drag them as far as I can. Alright boys, it was fun, but I'm afraid that is the end. So I will probably come back on later tonight and finish the grind for the lightning. But for now, I'm going to say bye-bye. And I'll see you guys later. I hope you guys had fun. Hope it was a good stream. And yeah, bye for now.